what it was like when you were there and how long you stayed there?
Yes. It was horrific. Like being there, it felt like you were in a scene of a volcano movie. You saw embers flying everywhere, wind gushing at 90 miles per hour, going left and right. Just trying to get your bearings. He comes by, Philip comes by, flashing a flashlight, telling me, oh, we gotta go, we need to get out of here. And then I had to race to get my wife and the baby, to get her. And I'm like, we have to go next door, get our grandmother, my mother, and go next door, get her out. We're racing to the car, stuff going everywhere. It was the most chaotic scene that you could possibly live in. It was like a horror movie. You just couldn't reenact what's going on. It was like fire bombs everywhere, and it was just exploding and burning. So
you packed up the family and you left, and then what happened after that?
So packed up the family, left. When we were leaving, I noticed that my sister's car was still in front of the house. Everybody was getting alerts to leave and get out. So the next day, come back, her car is still sitting there. So I had to go back to figure out if you know, she was still there, basically. So my cousin, EJ, brave as he is, said, you know, I'll go and see what's going on. And he took a shovel, climbed over the debris, and started moving stuff around. And from there, he saw like a hip bone, and just, that's when he knew that she was there. So.
I'm so terribly sorry for your loss.
Yeah. I just want to say rest in peace to Evelyn and Clendon. I love you. I know we didn't always get along, and this is not even those happy oldies. This is the greatest sister in the world. It wasn't, you were loved, you were cared about, and I'm just sorry that you're no longer with us.
The main part that I want to talk about with that is that when asked about her and you know what he said, it seemed like the brother, like maybe they didn't have the best relationship, and he said, I want to let you know that you was loved. And so you can tell that the brother is holding back. You know, he wants to really just let it all out. You know what I mean? You know, it's painful. And why I'm bringing this out is because you just never know. You never know when something could strike and you can lose a loved one. I said it earlier before I started the video, is that we as Black people, we hold on to grudges. We hold on to that so tightly. In many families, you have people that are brother and sister, mother and daughter, father and daughter, whatever the case may be, that don't speak, that haven't spoken in years. And they live not too far from one another. It seems that this brother and his family, they all lived around the same street, you know? And so we need to understand that you just don't know. So you gotta take it upon yourself to mend, you know, broken relationships with your family and have some type of communication so that you don't be in a situation where you feeling guilty and you feeling bad, where you knew you had opportunities to make things right. You knew you had opportunities to let things go. Many times we don't do that in our community. We don't do it at all. We just hold on to grudges, and we just have this thing about us that we are not willing and we don't care to check on our people. Here's my thing. Here's what my suggestion is to you. If you're a person that you have siblings, you have, you know, your parents still alive, put all of y'all in some type of in a group chat. Put everybody in a group chat, and every morning, you don't have to be every morning, but now and then just say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. How everything's going? Post some pictures just to keep that type of communication. People before us growing up, they didn't have that. All they had was a telephone and a landline. You know what I mean? But now you have cell phones, you can kind of stay in a loop a little bit. You can post pictures, you can show what you're doing, or just say, hey, everybody, you know what I mean? How everybody doing? Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can do something like that. And that's enough to just stay in the loop and just let people know, like, and it might even fix a relationship where people know, like, oh, they don't feel like how I feel, or they don't see our relationship how I was looking at it, and I wasn't going to speak, but I'm going to speak now because I know that, things are good. Do that, you know, do that. A lot of y'all black people be harping around about how you grew up and your daddy wasn't there and your mama was there and y'all don't get along, you don't talk to them a lot. And a lot of that stuff be right in your head. You don't even attempt to try to talk. You don't even attempt to try to function or attempt to, like, have the type of mindset where you're going to forgive some things and let some things slide. Man, we jacked up. We are not perfect people like on the television screen. So you're going to have to let some shit slide in order to love your family and love people. You're going to, or you're going to be upset all the time. You're going to be holding a grudge all the time. You're going to be feeling like, oh, my dad ain't changed since when I was a teenager. My mom ain't changed. You're going to feel like that. Just try to meet your family and meet people where they at, and just accept that at least you got a connection where y'all can talk and communication. It's not pearly white like on TV, but at least it's something. We come from a lot of trauma. We come from a lot of dysfunction, but we can still find a common ground. We can still find common ground, and we can still get up, we can still, how I'm trying to say this, we can still maneuver around all of that crap and not make an excuse at all just to love our relatives, love our family, love our people, and just be in contact. You don't have to be buddy, lovey, huggy all the time. It could just be simple communication, letting people know you love them. And sometimes you might have family members where you have a tight relationship with, tighter than anyone. That's cool too. But I'm saying in general, I'm saying like just on a basic level of communication. And somebody got to grow up. Somebody got to let things go. Why not it be you?